A very good day to you. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. It's Thursday, February 3rd. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run. The man who walked up to a stranger at the Valesgate ShopRite store and fatally stabbed him in the neck pled guilty in Orange County Court on Wednesday to murder. 41-year-old Andrew Goodenough of New Windsor killed 35-year-old Michael Coas of Highland Falls on June 11, 2016. Orange County District Attorney David Hoovler says competency issues were raised, but if a defendant can appreciate he or she did something wrong, that person is legally accountable.
The individual that was killed in this matter was doing nothing more than shopping in the produce section. It is a terrible case.
Goodenough is expected to be sentenced to 20 years to life in prison when sentenced in March. Dutchess County Executive Mark Molinaro is calling on Governor Hochul to repeal and revise the cashless bail system in the state. That was enacted by the legislature in 2019 as part of a package of criminal justice reforms, but he said it's not working as it was putting individuals back on the street, and in many cases they're being rearrested. That needs to be readdressed, says Molinaro.
Mayor Adams says it should happen. District's attorney across the state have called for it. And even those who understand in the world of domestic violence and homelessness understand that there's a need to make connections with people who are dealing with mental health and substance use. They agree you've got to revisit in order to make this work.
The Nassau County Police Department is developing new policies so they can identify and publicize the names of defendants not given bail on a previous charge who are rearrested so the public can see the impact of the 2019 reform law. Molinaro is asking his county's Criminal Justice Council to explore a similar report compiled with data from all of the county's law enforcement agencies. More news in just a moment.
Find over 100 retailers allowing you to spend hours shopping safely at the Galleria at Crystal Run. Enjoy the big brands and the diverse selection of family-owned stores all in one location. The Galleria at Crystal Run offers dining options for everyone with Fuji 110 Grill, Allen's Mediterranean Grill, and Peru Cuisine. Discover the Mid-Hudson Valley's premier shopping, dining, and entertainment destination, the Galleria at Crystal Run. For more information, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or visit GalleriaCrystalRun.com.
A 20-year-old Kingston man, George Mitchell III, has been sentenced in Ulster County Court to 5 years in prison, followed by 5 years of parole supervision for possessing a loaded firearm. He pled guilty on November 9th of last year and admitted possessing the loaded gun on January 2020. On that date, the Rosendale Police Department pulled over a vehicle in which Mitchell was a passenger on Route 32. While investigating possible criminal activity occurring within the car, Mitchell ran and threw a handgun into the bushes. When he was tackled by officers, he was found in possession of a loaded magazine. When the gun that he had discarded was recovered, investigators determined the magazine fit the weapon. Additionally, the gun was test-fired with the magazine discharged normally. Judge Brian Rounds encouraged Mitchell to depart from the path of illegal handguns, which have no purpose beyond causing injury and death to others. Acting Dutchess County Sheriff Kirk Imperati, a 30-year veteran of the department, has announced his candidacy for sheriff. Imperati served as the undersheriff to the late Sheriff Butch Anderson for 14 years. Imperati became the acting sheriff after Anderson died in September of last year. Imperati says he has the experience and expertise, drive, and desire to take the sheriff's office to the next level.
We've done a lot of great things over that time, from developing an internal affairs bureau to being the architect for the police modernization and reform plan for the Dutchess County Sheriff's Office, helping other law enforcement agencies in Dutchess County develop a police modernization reform plan, assisting them with that process. And I think I have what it takes to take it to the next level.
Imperati plans to run for the 4-year term on the Republican and conservative lines in November. Meanwhile, Dutchess County Democratic Party Chairwoman Julie Shiroshi indicated that her party has no candidates to challenge Imperati yet, but she doesn't envision her party cross-endorsing Imperati. The village of Hunter has received a $1.97 million state grant to relocate its fire station just over 1/10 of a mile west of its current site, taking it out of the regulatory floodway and the 100-year and 500-year flood hazard areas of the Schoharie Creek. The existing station and back building will be demolished and replaced with a municipal park with streamside access. The current station becomes inaccessible during even moderate flood events due to the undersized bridge. Relocation of the firehouse will allow for the expansion of the bridge and greatly alleviate flooding throughout the village, officials said. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run.